Which country has the most expensive car prices, where any new car now costs upwards of $100,000? It's a city-state, not Monaco. Starts with S, not Switzerland. To buy a car, you don't just pay the listed retail price like in America or Australia. Super high sales tax is not the full story either. This country is Singapore, and here's a breakdown of all the costs in US dollars and why it's so high. By the end of this, you'll realize how relatively cheap cars are in any other country. The first cost is called Certificate of Entitlement, which is basically a permit from the government that lets you own a car for up to 10 years, which is around $78,000 now. That gets you a decent high-end model outside Singapore, but in Singapore, no car bought yet. You have to pay this first just to own a car. Now, you want to buy a Toyota Corolla, MSRP $25,000. Somewhere like USA, you just pay this amount. In Singapore, you also pay this amount, plus tax based on the car's value, paying tax on all the rates that MSRP exceeds, equaling $29,000. Enough for another Corolla or small SUV outside Singapore. These are the major costs, but it's not over yet. These costs are almost always handled by a car dealer who then passes it on to the consumer with a profit, of course. Let's say for $10,000. So the final cost of buying one new Corolla gets to over $140,000. End of the road? Nope. There's road tax, which is based on the engine capacity. Let's say on average $500 a year. Parking anywhere from $1 to $3 per hour, with virtually all car parks behind fare gates, unless you're parking a private house or condo. If you live in public housing, like majority of Singaporeans do, you will always be paying for parking for the duration of the car's lifespan, except when it's moving, which is what? 5% of its lifespan, up to 9% if estimating generously. Need fuel to move, $8.50 per gallon. Insurance, easily over $1,000 per year and sharply rising for high-end cars. And congestion road tolls, ERP, costing up to $3 per trip. All costs to continuously pay over the car's 10 years legal lifespan, where upon expiry, you either have it sent to the scrapyard or pay another fortune to renew COE with much higher future road tax. So I use Toyota as an example because it's the highest selling brand in Singapore, followed by BMW. So there's actually quite a high share of BMWs and Mercedes on Singapore roads. And this means that Singapore is a country where only those who can afford cars have cars. By the way, throw an extra $12,000 on COE for cars over 1600cc. Look at the percentages for ARF, which can make a real difference in the tens or even hundreds of thousands. Despite this, you still see super or ultra luxury cars in the country where entry-level cars cost what a decent luxury car costs in any other country, and even houses. So now you can try your best to imagine the levels of expensive for any cars you see on this tiny island. Let me know your thoughts in the comments.